Good morning, happy Saturday. Today is Saturday, September 21st, and I am your morning witch. I got my hands right today. And yesterday when I said I'd need to talk about the autumnal equinox because it was coming up, yes, it is coming up. It is tomorrow. Tomorrow, light and darkness will be equal. Now, in a lot of current day autumnal equinox celebrations, you hear it called Mabon. I myself refer to it as Mabon because Mabon is much easier to say than autumnal equinox. I used to have a much harder time saying autumnal equinox or autumnal equinox. And that's the other thing is anyway. But Mabon seems to, from what I have read and researched, Mabon seems to have been attached to the autumnal equinox through the Wiccan religion. Now, I myself am not Wiccan, so if I have misunderstood what I read, I do apologize. But from what I understood, Mabon ap Madron, Mabon ap Madron is the name of a god that represents youthfulness in the Celtic practice. So Welsh, Irish, Gaelic, Scottish. His name means son of the mother because Madrun is the great mother in a lot of these Celtic traditions, especially from what I understand from what I've ever read about her, especially in Welsh mythology, not as much in Irish, but I could have misunderstood what I read, but she seemed to be really big in Welsh mythology, which would make sense because Mabon, he is a mythical and legendary figure in Celtic stories and folklore and mythology, and he represents the youth that is born to the special youth that is born of a divine birth to the special mother. Then they are separated, and he spends his life going through different feats to attain, I don't know, reaching his divinity perhaps. And a lot of these themes repeat themselves throughout Celtic mythology, such as Pryderi, who is the son of Rhiannon and Pwyll. Maddie and I did two different episodes about them, one being the coupling of the two, and then the other centering around Pryderi and his birth. Check it out because the separation piece is definitely there. But anyway, Mabon is basically literature-wise, he is recycled into Pryderi, or not recycled into, that's not the right word, but Mabon is the basis for a lot of these. And that's also not the right way of putting it because it is Mabon, but Mabon as Pryderi. Think Eastern religions where the gods are reborn in different bodies continually throughout the ages. I think Mabon is that same way. But anyway, that's a little bit about Mabon in a nutshell. The god Mabon ap Madron, the son of the mother. And he is how the autumnal equinox is quite often called Mabon. But the autumnal equinox was not always called Mabon. That is a newer practice with neo-paganism. Like I said, I myself call it Mabon because it's generally easier. It flows off the tongue a lot better than autumnal equinox. But anyway, it's the second harvest and generally the most abundant harvest because back at Lunasa, we had our first harvest, and at Samhain, we'll have our final harvest. And right now at Mabon, the autumnal equinox, it is going to be the second harvest. It's going to be the most fruitful harvest. Today is about feasting, or tomorrow. Tomorrow is about feasting and celebrating familial connections, baking bread, cooking traditional root vegetables, things that you perhaps would serve with a Thanksgiving dinner in November. But there are other ways to celebrate the autumnal equinox. It's balance. It's all about balance. So balancing the different aspects of your life, or balancing, taking care of the outer and the inner, balance wherever you may need to find it, is a great way to celebrate, even if you don't get into feasting. Spending time outside, especially at sunrise or sunset, is a great way to celebrate the equinox. I am actually going to charge my things, and I didn't charge with the super full moon, and I am going to use the energy of the equinox, that great balance of light and dark, to allow my altar items and personal jewelry and things like that to bathe under the sun and the moon in equal amounts of light and dark. So I guess I have to set my alarm for sunrise. I'll be taking a nap tomorrow, y'all. Enjoy your Saturday and look into other ways that you can celebrate the autumnal equinox or Mabon, or both. Bye.